Welcome back to Ready, Set, Geek. This is the tiebreaker. First show, everybody's got a point. We got to figure out who's going to the boss battle. All right.
I have an idea for the tiebreaker.
Oh, lay it on me. You said peas and carrots 6 times.
7 times.
7 times. I'm sorry. I forget how to count.
Well,
all right, gentlemen. What we were able to peas and carrots is that we're going to have a quick argument. 60 seconds to name who you're going to select in our topic that we have picked. And just best argument, the weakest one is going to be eliminated. Okay. John, I'm going to give you an opportunity here since you took home the last point. You get to say who's going to give their answer first.
Dave.
Oh.
All right. The topic in play. So answer, 60, 60, 60. Okay? Martin Scorsese is producing a new Joker movie written and directed by Todd Phillips of The Hangover. DC. Who plays the Joker?
Oh, crap. Personally, I didn't think that Jared Leto did a terrible job.
All right, Jared Leto, lock it in. Mike?
I am going to say, even though there's a weird accent, Mads Mikkelsen, because the creepy factor he got on Hannibal could be turned into a really interesting Joker thing. Also, probably not. Yeah,
John?
Who's it's Tim
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Tim Beatty, the guy who played Vision, right?
Paul Bettany.
Or Paul Bettany. Yeah.
Amy Poehler.
Yes. My bad.
Okay.
All right.
David, Jared Leto, sell me.
Again, Jared Leto, I mean, he didn't get a whole lot of screen time. I thought he did a pretty good job of making his own kind of interpretation of the look, the feel, yet kind of keeping it to the character that we know from the comics and from the animated series, and yet, kind of putting a little bit of, Heath Ledger's Joker into it just a bit. I didn't think it was a terrible idea, or enactment of it, so I would just say keep rolling with him. I think a great another spin-off film to give him a little more showtime and put Harley Quinn in it. Give those two more screen time together. Let those two shine.
Okay.
You have 15 more seconds.
I'll pass.
All right. You can knock these other ones down. You 60 seconds to do with what you like. All right, Mads.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure that guy's talent level, he could probably drop the accent. And honestly, even if he couldn't, that could be a really interesting take on the Joker. Disguising whatever past, that he's coming from. I will say also, Mads Mikkelsen probably not likely to send really creepy stuff to his co-stars while getting into his method acting. So, I mean, Jared Leto's performance aside, probably best we keep him back from that. But yeah, no, what he did with Hannibal Lecter in that series was really interesting. At the same time, he has been in some movies where he's shown that, he can have, a kind of funny side. Even, Quantum of Solace, creepy but jokey. I think there's, real strong possibilities.
Well, actually,
for him.
Mike, it was Casino Royale.
Oh, Casino Royale. Oh, I'm real bad. Yeah.
You did so good.
Thanks, Chris.
Give this man a candy
bar. But yeah, I mean, we've already had, look, I think Leto went too hard towards Ledger a little bit.
That's your time. All right, John. Paul Bettany.
So I don't know if you're watching Manhunter Unabomber, but he is playing Ted Kaczynski right now.
Oh, nice.
And it is probably the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life. So take that bit of creepy, add a little bit of, let's say, The Man Who Laughs era Joker into that, and you have the creepiest, coldest, calculating Joker that has ever walked the planet. He's got the look for it. He's got the stature. He can personify that so well that it would just give you nightmares to watch. That's pretty much all I need to say about that.
All right. I feel good about things.
What do you want to say about it?
All
What I want
right.
to say is-
Bill, how did you tally yours up here? What do you want to see?
I think that the Mads Mikkelsen argument is very interesting, just because he's played bad guys in the past, but he's also played some roles with some levity. The Paul Bettany, I'm aware of that series, but I haven't watched it, and that makes me want to watch it now. I didn't realize that he was the guy.
He also
So
was
creepy.
the
So creepy.
albino man from Da Vinci Code.
Yeah,
That's true.
also creepy.
Also creepy, yes. And then the fact that, I agree with David to a certain degree. I think Jared Leto's performance was fine. It was great. It's so hard to follow up a transcendent role, particularly when the actor dies and a beloved actor. So I think Jared Leto did a fine job. So we have three really strong arguments. I don't have a particular favorite. What say you?
I think the idea of staying the course with the Joker is not a good one. He was one of the weakest parts of one of the weakest films. I like Jared Leto a lot as an actor. I had just a strong amount of distaste. And if I had been swayed a little bit more of how are we going to take him out of this Suicide Squad feline, whatever the hell he did with that, it was bizarre and it didn't feel Jokery to me. And if I gotten a little bit more out of it, I would have been interested, because I liked the initial casting as much as I disliked the initial casting of Heath Ledger. So I mean, but I like the idea of these two kind of character actors stepping in and giving their chance to disappear behind this role, which requires you to disappear. I mean, we saw the only time that Heath Ledger looked like Heath Ledger was when the started to smear in the when John Cena came out.
I was waiting for it.
So I think Mike and John, you guys are moving on to the boss battle.
All right. Very good.
David,
Very good.
Good luck, sir.
Right on.
On your island
Fresh
of
Prince once had the
Empire
opportunity
Imperial
to meet
Cloud.
his father, and much like that encounter, we're going to leave you now and not look back.
Have fun on the Imperial Cloud.
But I want to hear some more about Cocky Cockpit. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. You can go check us out on YouTube. It's very simple. Just go to YouTube, type in The Cocky Cockpit. You can even check out the actual link. It's youtube.com/c/Cocky Cockpit. It is a Star Wars comedy YouTube channel where we like to say it's for a more mature audience.
So none of us.
Yes. So little ones, viewer discretion is advised.
Lord help us if there's little ones watching this show.
Well, you can also check us out. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. Again, just at Cocky Cockpit. It's as simple as that, guys.
All right. We're going to go to the boss battle with Mike and John right after this. We got to make sure all these little kids are reading that Anne Rice book, too.